So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The national anthem of Uruguay rings out. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
There's the whistle, and here we go. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Bruno Guimaraes. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find...
It's Neymar! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Neymar really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Bentancur. Calistri. He's looking for the runner here. Valverde. Terrific header. Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brazil are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he cuts out the supply. Oliveira. Uruguay applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Ugarte can get it clear. He is through here. Now it's Darwin. Oh, a delicate chip through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Marquinhos. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. More and more pressure on the ball here. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Fiddles it through. Valverde. Threads one in. Pelistri. Heads it! Has another goal! They've scored!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Uruguay have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
He's picked his way through. He's in a great position. Can he finish? Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So a thrilling culmination to the first period, but despite all of that, the two sides still separated by a single goal.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. He's got tall. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Neymar, and he's surging through. Neymar! Very nicely done. Bruno Guimaraes. Shawlinton. Shawlinton touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. Brazil are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, that's nice. Tries a shot! In for the pieces! And he's quick to get it clear again. And he was alert to it.
Brazil simply cannot let their heads drop. They need their big characters now to keep them going.
Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
That is lovely.
Brazil have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
And that is that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. The end of the game. Reflections? So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Well, that was impressive. Match that. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
So that's got things underway. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. And here's Nunez. Oh, what a pass!
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Now it's Neymar. Played out to the left flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's there to retrieve it. Linton. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter,
Chance!
that's just playing it safe and simple.
Bruno Guimaraes. Ugarte. Uruguay yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Darwin. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Ugarte. Valverde. And Pelistri. He's got away. Some good work on the right flank here. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Rafinha. It's a throw-in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Oliveira. Valverde. And Darwin. Pelistri. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Nunez. Linton gets rid without sophistication. And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Hits one! Goal! Uruguay! And Uruguay take the lead. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Uruguay have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Now it's Rafinha. Ugarte. It's Bentancur. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And there's the end of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Uruguay go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Uruguay are still that goal to the good. Those looking wide.
footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Neymar plays it short. Great hit!
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 80.607.
Oh, good ball. Real chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Brazil showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Bentancur driving forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Now it's Rafinha, who's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, what has happened here? And he's got the beating of his man. He's had a shot!
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Uruguay leading then, courtesy of the goal scored. Valverde with the foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 20. Número 9. Entran número 25. Número 26.
Marquinhos.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
1-0 as we head towards the end.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Danilo looking to run onto it. I think we're just about done here.
Brazil need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, super find. This is promising.
3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Now it's Valverde. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it. Well, that's the end. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Señoras y señores, está prohibido estacionar alrededor del estadio. Utilicen el estacionamiento proporcionado por el club o cualquier otro estacionamiento privado de la zona.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Begley.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. A moment of great pride, the anthems. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
And we're underway.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Oh, they can break here.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for the run. Can he finish? And he's done it! The breakthrough strike! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Número 14.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And we have our very first corner, and it's been taken short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Aramburu is in a really good position out wide. That's really well cleared. Interesting ball. He's found a way through.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's shooting! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Opts to play it. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. That is a great pick out. That is a brilliant interception. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Venezuela can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
He's been picked out. Can he put it away? That's a decent clearance. That's a half-decent try. So, third corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. He's in space and looking for options. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there've been no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Oh, that's a key interception. It's good running with the ball. Taken back, shot a goal!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's shifting through the... Great hit! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Cambio en Venezuela. Número 2. Número 1. Salomón Rondón. Número 22.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Great ball if he can get there. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pass somewhat off target. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And they've caught Reed. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Played into space out wide. That is lovely. And it's pulled back. He comes flying in. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Your final thoughts, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. A moment of great pride, the anthems. There's the whistle. Always onto this. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
That's a shade optimistic. Rondon. And that has left him in a heap.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Gets into some space. Out of play for a goal kick. That is ended up in no man's land. That is a great ball. And the shot! There it is!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Gol de Venezuela, convertido en el minuto 27. Número 1, Salomón Rondón.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, that's nice. Chance! And it's hoisted clear. He might be in here. Great hit! Oh, taken with style. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Gol de Bolivia, convertido en el minuto 39.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, who knows what's about to happen from here? I doubt this will be the final score, though.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. And there is the half-time whistle. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So your views on the first half?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice control. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Stood up well to him there. Spread neatly. He's found a way through. Oh, he's played it in low. And he gets rid in a hurry.
La cantidad de
Just want to
espectadores de
stand
este
firm
partido
and defend
fue
it.
de 71.550.
Rondon looking understandably energised after his goal. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. It's a really well-measured ball.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
There's the shot! He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Cambio en Bolivia. Número 17.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
That is a brilliant interception.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.